everyone. In today's tutorial, you will learn about operators in Java. In your phases, I mean, in subsequent tutorials, you will need to know how to perform different problems with different operators. In order to solve mathematical problems, you need to know some of the operators used in Java. But before we look at the categories of Java operators, what is an operator? Operator is a symbol that is used to perform operations on one, two, or more operands and returns a result after evaluation of a given expression. The operation can be in form of arithmetic, assigning a value to a variable, checking true or false expression, and so on. What is the difference between operator and operand? Operator determines what operation to perform, while operand, which is positioned on the left and on the right of an operator, represent the variable or constant value on which the operator is acting or we act on. All right, let us use a diagram to illustrate the basic categories of Java operators. Here are the basic categories of Java operator. We have assignment, arithmetic, relational, logical, unary, bitwise. For the assignment operator, it is used to assign values to an operand or to a variable, and it accepts only one operand. We have equals to, plus and equals to, minus and equals to, times and equals to, division and equals to, modulo and equals to. And this is an example of an assignment operator. The next is arithmetic operator. We have the plus symbol, minus symbol, multiplication symbol, division symbol, and modulo operation, which is also called a remainder operation after division. Then relation operator is used for performing relationship between two operands. This tests for equality, not equal, greater than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. While logical operator is used for performing logical operations on true or false of a given expression. This is logical and, logical or, and this is logical not. Then we have a unary operator. It is used on only one operand or one variable. We have increments, unary. We also have unary decrement, and this is unary complement. Then the last operator is bitwise operator. This is shift right operator, shift left operator, and this is bitwise and, bitwise XOR, bitwise OR, and this is bitwise complement. With this simple illustration here, A is the left operand, B is the right operand, while plus operator is acting on A and B. In this case, the type of operand there is a variable, two variables. While the type of operand there is a constant value, where we have 15 on the left and 2 on the right, and plus is acting on the two of them. Now let's write a Java program to implement one or two of these operators. Let's start with arithmetic operator. Let's open a class, create a class file. Then let's name it Java OP, that is Java operator. Okay, we're going to create a variable and assign a value to it. So let's call our first variable X and assign the value 15 to it. Let's call the second variable Y, assign the value 2 to it. Then we need a variable that will store the result of the addition between 15 and 2. So let's call that variable arithmetic operation AOP1 equals to X plus Y. Let's terminate that. Let's copy the code and edit. And this one should be AOP2, and that is X minus Y. The next one, AOP3, and that is X times Y. The next one, AOP4, and that is X divided by Y, that is 15 divided by 2. And the last one is int AOP5, and that is X modulo Y. So this line we carry out, we perform addition between 15 and 2, then store the result in this variable AOP1. Now the next thing is for us to display our result using system.out.println. And let us pass a parameter. Let's call that d. Let's call that addition. Then pass the variable of for addition, that is AOP1. Now the next one is subtraction, and that is AOP2. The next one is multiplication, and that is AOP3. The next one is division, that is AOP4, that's the variable name. And the last one is modulo, and that is AOP5. Save and run the code. Yeah, you can see the result here. 15 plus 2 is 17. 15 minus 2 is 13. 15 times 2 is 30. 15 divided by 2 should give us 7.5. But because we make use of int, that's why it's returning an whole number. So we're going to modify that very soon. And 15 divided by 2 is 7 remainder 1. Modulo operator only returns the remainder after carrying out an evaluation. So for this to give us a perfect result, we need to change our data type here to double. So let's save and run the code again. So you can see that gives us 7.0. And if truly want to get 7.5, let's test 15. Let's change the value here. 15.0 divided by 2.0. Let's see what will happen. Let's save and run the code again. Yeah. So we need to supply decimal values so as to get our appropriate 7.5. So this is a sample code on arithmetic operator. Let's try to edit all of these using the same information here. Let's test relational operator. So let's change this to R, 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 R. That is for relational operator. And the first one we want to carry out is we want to test for equality. One test for not equals to. We need to put this in brackets. That's why it's showing that error. Okay. Then let's check for greater than. Let's change this back to X and make it to be less than, and this one to be Y. Then this one will be equality, and this is R. Then this one should be not equal, and this should be R. And this one should be greater than, and this also should be R. And this one should be less than, and this should be R. Let's delete this last line. We don't need it. So let's run the code and see what might be the error. Oh, we need to change this back to, let's change this to Boolean. It's not going to return any integer value. It's going to return either true or false. So let's change this to Boolean value. It's not returning an O number. It's returning either true or false. So the appropriate data type should be Boolean. So if you like, we can remove the brackets. All right. Let's save and run the code. Yeah. So the first one, 15 is not equal to 2. That's why it's returning false. Why here, 15 is not equals to 2. Not equals to 2. That's why it's returning true. That expression is true. Truly, 15 is not equal to 2. Yeah. 15 is 15 greater than 2. Yes. That's why it's returning true here. Then is 15 less than 2? No. That's why it's returning false. Then finally, let us test. Let's make this relation operator 5 and 6. So as to test less than or equal to and test greater than or equals to. Let us see what the output will be. Greater than or equal to. And this is 5. Then less than or equal to, and this should be 6. Let's save and let us see what will be the output. Okay, in line 14, is 15 less than or equals to 2? 15 is not less than 2 and is not equal to 2, so it returns false. Then is 15 greater than 2? Yes, it is greater than 2, and that's why it's returning true. See you in the next tutorial. Before that, in this Java code, we have been able to implement arithmetic operator, and we're able to implement relational operator. Take note, in the relational operator, we do not use integer value because we are expecting our compiler to return either true or false value. So we cannot use int to implement the variable ROP1, ROP2 up to ROP6. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.